Hello class, this is a video tutorial on worded equations part 1. By utilizing equation solving techniques, general problems can be more easily solved. So in these 3 steps, we can solve almost all problems in mathematics by first we read and analyze the problem, and we do this multiple times. And as we do this, we highlight, underline, or circle the key details that we're looking for. The second step is using the information. We set up an equation using the problem's details. For this, a little tip is we pay close attention to the verbs found in the problem. And lastly, we just solve the equation and check that it makes sense in the context of the problem. So the most basic words to look for are things such as sum, the total, they are added to, some amount more than. These all mean some form of addition. As for subtraction, we've seen these words before. The difference, or taken from, or something less than. Right? That's for subtraction. And for multiplication, there are these words. You might see products, it's multiplied by, doubled, tripled, quadrupled, etc. Now, lastly, for division, we have the quotient of two numbers. Something is divided by something else. It could be halved, or thirds, or quartered, etc. Now, this is not a conclusive list of words. As other topics are learned, more topic-specific words can and they will be utilized as we develop our mathematical skill through the years. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate how we can create worded equations from these 5 examples. You can pause and give this a go yourself. So here we go. I'm going to give myself some space here. So the first one is rather simple. It says that the sum of a number and 15 is 38. So the first step is we need to create an equation based on these words. So first it says the sum, so we know it's going to be an addition. Let's underline this, use a different color here. So in my mind, I underline this and I put sum, so addition. And it says the sum of a number and 15. 15, I know, is the number 15. But when it says a number, it doesn't specify what that number is. So immediately, I'm going to pick a letter to represent this. My favorite one is just using X. So let's just use the sum of X and 15 is, and here's the word that we're looking for. Another one is often saying that it's equal to or is equivalent to or something like that. And 38, well, that's the number 38. Now converting this into a equation, we get X plus 15 equals 38. Well, there we have it. Well, from this we can solve the equation. As we can see, it says the sum, there's the plus, of number and 15, there it is, number and 15, is equal to 38. And now we simply solve this as we have in the past. So we can see that there's a plus 15. The opposite of this is we minus 15 on both sides. This removes the 15s. This leaves X on its own. The equals sign stays where it is. 38 take away 15 is going to be 23. And there we go. Now to really check this, as we've seen in the very beginning of this topic, we can check this by substituting this back into our equation. Our equation was X plus 15, equals 38. So we can substitute this back in. So 23 plus 15. Well, that indeed does equal 38, so that works. So 23 is our answer. So we get 38 equals 38. Alright, so here's the next example. You can pause and give this one a go yourself. Here we go. Now, this one I've deliberately worded in a way that many people mistake the order of doing this. Okay, so let's first underline the key terms. We see the word 11, which we just represent as the number 11. I can see less than, so I know there's a subtraction here. And on top of this, it says triple of a number. So triple of, I know that means to 3 times. So we triple something, and it says a number. And once again, we don't know what this number is. It's going to be x. Is, as we saw in the previous one, is our equals. That's equal to 25. Now, it seems a little unfair because I've arranged it where it's like 11 take away 3 times x equals 25. Now, it feels very much the case that we just simply line this up. 3 times x, I hope you can remember, is 3x equals 25. It feels very much that this is how we would write it. But it says that it's 11 less than triple of a number. I'll do this in as a different example. Let's say we had 11 less than 20. What is 11 less than 20? Well, that's going to be 9. Well, how we got there is it's 20, and we're going to less that, so minus that by 11, which equals 9. So whenever we see the word less than, especially the way it's arranged in this sentence, it's not like this. It's actually going to be 3x take away 11 equals 25. And that there is the equation that we need to solve, which you can pause and give this a go yourself. I hope we know now that whenever we do this, we just reverse the operations. So the furthest number is going to be the 11, so we reverse that by plus 11 on both sides. The plus 11s, well, the 11s go away. We are left with 3x equals 25 plus 11 is 36. And I hope we now know that 3x means 3 times x. So the reverse of this is we divide by 3, which gets rid of those 3's, which leaves us with x on its own. 36 divided by 3 is going to be 12. And that there is going to be our answer. Alright, so I hope that gave you an insight with these first 2 examples. You can pause and give these last 3 a go yourself. So yeah, hope to see you then, and best of luck.